right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back to take another crack at No Man's Sky. I kind of enjoyed the original before, it became obvious that there were some missing pieces. It wasn't really what I was expecting, but it wasn't bad per se. I just felt like it was lacking a fair amount of polish. So people keep saying, give it another chance, give it another try. They've added a bunch of stuff. You might be surprised. So after looking at some footage and everything, I decided, let's pop in, give it a fair shake, and see how everything goes. So I'm hopeful. That's what I'll say. I'm hopeful. So let's go ahead and pop into here. And let's erase the one I made earlier just to make sure that everything was working and recordable. And let's start a new normal game where we can just explore, see what's been added and see what's the same, and just kind of explore a little bit. I mean, I'll play this for like maybe an hour or so. I'll probably cut out like the dead spot because the starting load screen is admittedly a little bit long because they're generating I think they're pre-generating an entire planet for me. So I'm going to pop over, I'm going to grab a drink, get properly situated. All right, so looks like things took just a moment to load up while I grabbed some water. So let's initialize and see what our planet is like. Oh, I actually get some real plants this time. Okay. When I was testing this out before, I got another one of those boring, desolate planets with 3 shrubs and some dick monsters that looked like they were straight out of Spore. But this actually looks like a real environment. Looks like we're still just kind of plunked in the middle of a random planet. And I'm gonna guess we're probably dying of the cold. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. So we're gonna have to find whatever material we need to keep our hazardous environment protection going. And I'm also gonna need some ferrite to repair my gun. Oh, no biggie. I can certainly make all the necessary repairs inside of here. So we want our scanner to work again. We need, a lot of ferrite. Okay, I can get that. There's literally ferrite in almost everything on these planets. And I know I'll need carbon to recharge a lot of stuff, so we'll just burn this tree down for all of its carbon. And I need to find more rocks with ferrite. Yeah, so the planet I was on before literally looked like it was out of the old Spore game. Everything just looked like a dick monster. Everything just... There was no real plants to speak of. It just looked like all the planets that I was on when I first played this game. But this planet looks way better. I'm actually a little bit more impressed by this than I was before. This is what I wanted in the original game. I kind of wanted an environment that actually looked like animals live in it, as opposed to just randomly spawned NPCs that just kind of derp around. But that's fine. I mean, you can't win every competition with a game that's trying to recreate an entire galaxy from procedural generation. So we'll just have to see what the wildlife looks like in a sec. Okay, so I got the ferrite I need. Okay. So what do I need to recharge my... Is the cold protection still salt? Yeah, so it's still... I just still need, sodium or... Ow! Hey! Getting lippy with me, are you? Got a pretty decent way of taking care of that problem, let me tell you. Okay, this is kind of lame, though. This is the exact same salt plant that was on that other planet. For a game that's supposed to have a bunch of components that aren't reused all the time, they certainly reuse a lot of stuff. I thought things were supposed to feel a little bit more unique to each planet than that. Because all the other planets are looking different. But I guess you win some, you lose some. It's probably the easiest way to make sure players can actually tell when something has got sodium at a glance is by making them all look relatively the same. Like, obviously in space, all the crystals are going to look the same that are, like, made out of carbon or made out of sodium or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a bunch of carbon, because I know I'm going to need it to recharge my mining laser. And then whenever I find some sodium, I'm just going to go pick it up so that I've got a little bit of a stockpile going, because we're going to be doing some exploring. That's just kind of what happens. Okay, these are actually looking like real animals. Like, this looks like a little oxen, and this looks like a hippo squirrel with chicken legs. This looks like a big oxen. Okay, I'm liking this planet a little bit better. This planet feels more real than the last one I was on. The other one just kind of felt like somebody slapped a bunch of stuff stolen from Spore on it, and then that's just what they called it a day. And then I know my hazmat suit, or like my survival suit, requires me to have oxygen. It's basically, you know, your life support is obviously going to be based upon oxygen. It's basically just an oxygen tank keeping you alive. Alright, we got some more sodium. Let's go see what the crash site is like. This is about as far as I got before, when I was making sure everything was running okay. And it looks like things are recording okay. Some of these animals are looking kind of samey, but I'm guessing that's just going to be a thing. No matter what you do in a game like this, some animal chunks are going to end up looking very similar to other chunks when you're trying to make it look like an animal that would actually evolve on an alien world and not make it look like an animal from Earth. What it always reminded me of before, when this game first came out, was it always reminded me of, remember those documentaries that they had on like Discovery Channel and like National Geographic from time to time, where they had a big budget for CG, so what they ended up doing was they would create what they thought was a working environment of alien creatures that functioned similarly to, but a little bit different than actual stuff on Earth. And they would talk about how the difference in the planet's size and atmosphere would change how those animals evolved. I always thought those were really cool. That's kind of what I get from this game. I get the sense that they're like, kind of feels like a believable ecosystem, although it looks like the animals still just kind of derp around and mill around like generic NPCs, but when that's just kind of to be expected, really. I haven't really met a lot of games that tried to create a realistic looking ecosystem that was also procedurally generated. So let's see here. Let's recharge this. There we go. I got a couple different types of carbon. So what's in the old boxes? We got dihydrogen. We got some jelly. We got some fuel. Oh no, that was restoring my health. More jelly. More jelly. Dihydrogen. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll probably need most of this, right? Something like that. Yeah, we got a lot of, like, oxen-looking creatures. these things straight up look like a cartoon frogman. I'm sorry. These are just silly looking. They're like... maybe they're kind of like a bird people? They got like a beak. But then they've got like giant bat ears and chicken arms and feet. Okay. Yeah. Again, at least they look more believable than the nonsense on my last planet. That literally straight up looked like spore dick monsters. So this is looking a lot like it was when you first spawned in before, where everything is just next to a sparking ship where you clearly crash landed here. Well, it looks like the old Atlas spheres that I was confused about what the heck they were are still knocking around. I hope they don't have that weird moral conundrum quest chain thing around. That was really confusing and nonsensical at times. Alright, some random robot gibberish. We crashed here because the Sentinel shot us. That's the space police. And then it detected an anomaly, which is me. I'm compliant and my position has been logged. System integrity scan initialized. I think this is just going to tell me to talk to my spaceship. Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, there's some cool glowy tree things over there. I like that. Let's see. I guess I want to go... Wait a minute. Is that like a building over there? That looks like it's artificial. Okay, maybe there is some cool new stuff in this game. Alright, yeah. Maybe I just got really unlucky before and I just went on like the world's lamest planet. Which, admittedly, has happened to me frequently in the past. Okay, so the Atlas stuff is a thing. I guess that's just like the civilization's intercommunication system of like ancient creatures or something, like the Forerunners in Halo. I find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, but this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I'm not dead yet, and the ship is a lifeline. Alright. So let's connect our exosuit, because I already know the log is borked. So log unavailable, exosuit connection detected. We should perform maintenance. Okay, what do we need to do to fix this bad boy? So self-guided repair initialized. We need to repair the engines. And then we also need to repair probably like the ship's core. It's looking pretty borked, I'm not gonna lie. So we need a hermetic seal and we need to repair the engines. So let's see, what do we need? We need to make one of these metal platings, and then we need to do something with the engine. I already know I'm gonna need these nanotubes because I needed them before, so let's go shoot some ferrite. Generally, ferrite is from things that look like a weird rock. And we're not gonna play with this plant, because I already know it's gonna try to tase me with its weird poison. No thank you. So we just have to blast little rocks, because apparently I'm not fancy enough to mine this giant pillar. Also, something very large is screeching in the distance. And I do know that there is a lot of hostile critters that I ran into before. Although, again, those previously looked a lot like the dick monsters from Spore. So I'm a little bit more... Oh, what is that? It's all glowy. I want whatever that is. See, I'm at least a little bit more certain that whatever is going to try to kill us at least looks interesting now. I think that's what I was trying to say. I'm confident that they've improved that at least a little bit. I just got super unlucky earlier when testing that it just looked like a bunch of random garbage thrown together. This planet actually looks good. I like it. It seems like every planet you start on, though, is going to have the same problem. There's going to be some sort of hazardous condition, like I had radiation before, and that's going to make it so you have to be careful and try not to die while you search for different materials like salt or oxygen, which is quite important. Like, these plants that spawned under the ground. Oh well, I mean, it's procedurally generated. What do you really want? I was never particularly salty before. I was reasonably happy with the game. Oh, that surge gives me a jetpack power surge. Okay. I'm just kind of dicking around now and just searching stuff. That's half of what this game is about, really. Finding random junk, putting it in your inventory. And then going and finding more random junk and putting it in your inventory. And then 3-star systems later realizing that the fact that you pack-ratted all this random junk is the only reason why you're going to stay alive. It's the best. Hey, buddy. I don't have food for you, unfortunately. Was that a thing before? Did we feed people before? I don't know that we could. Not that it really matters, but... Oh, we got like little mountain goat looking guys. Yeah, this game is certainly improved. If this was more like what they launched with, this would be much nicer. So I can get random frost wart if I have biohazardous glove upgrades. Okay. I don't have whatever that is, but when I figure out what that is, I'll be able to harvest random suspicious plants, which is the best, honestly. It's what I live for, is harvesting random nonsense. And then finding out later that it's used to make, like, the Giga Destructor World Breaker beam, and you're like, what? I thought I was just harvesting space weed. Just gonna go find the lizard version of Snoop Dogg and have a good time. Oh, I'll take me some frozen tubers. They didn't say there was, like, weird space yams I could just cook with. Alright, I'm suddenly way more interested than I was before. It is slightly irksome to me, though, that you still have to contend with the fact that there's just a bunch of stuff you can't mine right off the bat, but half our stuff is broken, so I guess it's not that big a deal. It might just be that once I'm out of the tutorial area, which is what this feels like, I'll just be able to get the upgrades relatively fast, one after the other, and then just not worry about it. I thought I remembered needing carbon, like, almost immediately when I was playing, like, 30-ish minutes ago. When I took a break before I started recording. I'm torn, too, because I remember, like, pack ratting is a super critical thing in any survival game. But, like, you also have really limited storage space to begin with, so it's kind of like, whatever. There's only so much you're gonna do about that. Okay, so what's up with the computer? Starship is still critically damaged. One component is missing. It's the hermetic seal. Alright, well, tell me where I can find one, or how to build it, or whatever. So, iteration comparison reveals there's a hermetic seal nearby. Salvage a planetary chart from the distress beacon. So I gotta go... Do I actually have to go find one? Is there like one on like a crashed ship nearby? Oh, really? You still need an Atlas pass to open up random crates that I would totally just smash open with a rock. Like, what are the space police gonna do? It's literally just junk on the floor. Alright, we got some more random stuff. Let's just slap that in the starship. I don't really need that on my person. This looks like it might have bacon in it. Kinda. Add some nanites. Does this thing have it? Oh, it does contain a planetary chart. Neat. I don't know, like, this game is, like, one part kind of funky around the edges with the procedurally generated cartoony plants, but at the same time, like, you get some interesting, almost realistic backdrops for, you know, like, space and decoration at the same time. It's different. That's definitely how I would describe that. So let's plot a route. Whoa! Okay, that's like the pulse that we used to use to chart the planets. Okay, that was different. Yeah. Alright, well now I know there's stuff over there. Although, I gotta go look at whatever this is. I'm sorry, but there's an alien structure or something over this rise. We gotta go check this out real fast. Oh, that is totally an alien building or something. Okay, well, we're gonna have to swing over here real quick. That's only like 900 of some unit away. I'm sure a quick detour won't hurt. Unless I fall and break both my ankles, but in which case this adventure was short-lived and that's where we'll end it. But we have a jetpack, so I'm sure broken ankles won't be that big of a problem, right? Oh good, there's a storm. Those tend to drain your life support really fast, so I should probably keep an eye out for more salt. Speaking of, here's some right now. Ow. As I get tased in the leg by a random snaky plant. And there's more glowy bits in the distance. I do like glowy bits. They know me so well. Oh, we got some random leafy things here. What are these? Oh, these are the jetpack boosters. Okay. Whoa, that is a serious storm. That is not like a casual storm. That's a storm that'll murder your face. Where was I going? Towards this thing? This thing looks like a crashed space station. Like, crammed into the side of a hill. Look, game, I'm not giving up the fact that I can walk through a deadly snowstorm. And it looks like I'm trying to see the world through a Mountain Dew Baja Blast cup. Like, this is just what I've decided to do with my life today. And I'm going to stick with it, alright? Oh yeah, so like, something I'm super stoked about, speaking of space stuff, is I actually managed to get Starlink, and that has vastly improved my life for internet access. Like, before, it used to be that I would have to, like, schedule my uploads. I'd send them, I'd either, like, do it while I was asleep, or if it was too big, I'd have to go, like, visit my sister, and she's got really good internet uptown. But, like, I live in the boonies, and I just don't have access to good internet for the most part. So I just have to kind of take what I can get. And it was an absolute nightmare because I didn't even have 1 whole megabyte per second up. It was more like 0.4. Took forever. But now I've got the ability to just kind of upload stuff whenever I feel like, and it'll be done lickety-split. So that's been super duper nice, and I've really enjoyed that. So what I'm probably going to do is, like, right after I'm done, this is going to get uploaded, and it's probably going to go out on Wednesday. So if this came out on a Wednesday, then it means that I wasn't crazy, and I did get that done. Which is nice. So, is there more goodies here? Need more salt in my life. I need more plants that play League of Legends, is really the truth. Well, at least the storm is over. I won't die quite so fast. Yeah, I guess I just have to look for like a light glow of yellow that looks kind of like pee. Although, climbing hills is a little jankier than it seems in the guidebook. You know, when I took the whole planetary exploration pamphlet to work with me one day and decided to embark on this, I wasn't expecting quite all... Oh, hello. There's a cave system down here. Oh, heck yeah. I've got cave marrow. Not to be confused with bone marrow. This marrow, if you try to eat this in public, won't get you weird looks. Oh, we got cobalt. We got all sorts of materials down here that I can use. Alright, I can dig it. I absolutely can. Looks like I'm gonna have to, like, try to daintily climb out of this hole. Oh, apparently I really got fucked up by that plant. Okay, well I can't fight whatever that is, so I just gotta get out of here the old-fashioned way. By climbing up the world's steepest hill. You know, I would expect there to be this much of a requirement for jetpacking in planetary exploration, especially when giant murder holes are concerned. So let's replenish my oxygen. This is exactly why I was very certain to... Oh, it's one of these things. Why I was very certain to pack extra oxygen molecules in my pocket. I know they say at NASA school that you need to have your oxygen in a tank, Larry. You can't just have it free-floating in like, you know, a hard, crunchy form in your pocket, but... You know, we're here now, and I'm literally eating it like a snack out of my pocket, so what do you really expect me to do? Oh, don't poison me. I'm just trying to get out of this stupid hole. I had to go explore the one cave, and as it happens, it's all literally just straight up the hill into the mouth of an ancient volcano. So I gotta be careful I don't yeet myself back down this hole. Because God knows I have a history of that. Like 5 seconds from now, I'm gonna Tomb Raider myself down. Oh, what the hell is that? That is totally a spaceship! Oh, that is way cooler than any of the shit they used to have in this game. Like, for real. We're gonna go explore this today. I know we're just in the tutorial, but this is way more interesting than the tutorial. So, not a lot on the way of, like, resources here, but perhaps when I get down closer to the ship, we'll find something interesting. It looks like I can go up that hill over there, because this is like a sheer cliff that I can't fly up yet. So yeah, before I found the murder hole, I was talking about Starlink. So Starlink is great because what it allows me to do, I can literally upload stuff whenever I want, and it'll only take like a maximum of like an hour if it's a really, really big file. So now I can like record for like an hour, and it's not such a big file that I can't upload it myself. Because before it was so bad that if I tried to upload anything while I was working, it would completely destroy the internet, and I need that to like actually work on stuff. So that didn't really work out for me. And it made trying to make client projects of just an absolute nightmare because, you know, it's not unreasonable to expect somebody to, like, make a simple change and then upload it and then, like, send it back to the client within, like, 20-30 minutes to do final, you know, approval. But it takes me, like, you know, it used to take, like, 4 hours or more to upload, like, a couple gig video. Now it takes more like 10 minutes. So, like, it's night and day difference, and for anyone who's curious, Starlink has got that sweet speed of, like, I get 250 megabytes per second down and, like, almost 150 up. It's fantastic. I'll have to do, like, a video on that sometime to show it off. Because I feel like a fancy spaceman when I use my internet now. So how do I get inside of this spaceship? It looks like some Star Destroyer level stuff. Like Darth Vader ripoff is gonna rip out of one of the doors any minute now and cut me in half. I have a sinking suspicion that there might not be any way into this. This might just be purely decorative tish with no entry. Let's recharge my stuff. Oh, well, wait, there's a hole that I can't walk in, so there's that. But there is stuff down over here. There is, like, stuff I can get into. Gotta save my jetpack so I don't shatter my ankles. Oh yeah, there's bacon in here. Look at that. Look at that. Input terminal. I need chromatic metal. Where does one find chromatic metal? Well, this might have been less cool than I thought it was gonna be. Looks like robbing a spaceship is a lot more complex than just bashing open a box with a rock. Which I'm super bummed about, because in my world, everything can be smashed open with a rock. But whatever. This is the wreck of the Gieda Ando. So let's read the log. So life goes on day after day, delivering stuff that is blurred or fuzzled out. I hope to go home soon. The life of a blank freighter pilot is not for one like me. Multiple sentinel energy signatures detected. Requiring immediate dropping out of warp. There's sentinels. What are they doing? Fighting each other. The sentinel ships are engaging each other and ignoring us for now. The sentinels appear to have departed their distress signal nearby, broadcasting 16 on repeat. I'm going to go take a look. Well, it's like the same thing that brought us here is the same thing that crashed this ship. Sucks to be you guys, that's all I can say. Well, clearly this was a big expensive space pew-pew. That's all I can say. Okay. Can I gather any of this? Not really. Freight terminal? I can't really talk to it. I can't even fit in here properly. Doesn't look like I have a crouch button. Do I? No, I can holster my gun though, so that's a thing. There's another one of these cargo pods, but I don't have the required materials to fix it. I would hope that some of these boxes would have what I need in it to fix it, but no such luck. I have absolutely no clue where one finds chromatic metal. So this is simultaneously the best find ever for your first tutorial planet, and also the most disappointing, because there's literally nothing I can ransack. I can't find like a cool gun or anything like that. Well, let's go look around. Maybe there's some other bacon to be had. You never know. Life of a Junkrat is sort of hit or miss. So this doesn't look like there's any way inside of from down here. I can't even walk under this. There's just like a bunch of invisible walls. Well, that's lame. I guess it's probably to keep me from getting stuck. God knows I have a history with getting stuck in things in games. Well, let's see if there's anything up here in this part of the ship. There's a bunch of gas escaping from here in this vent. Yep, seems the only part that you can explore is that shitted out chunk over there. This is all just random bork. Alright, let's see if we can kill ourselves with jumping off the hill. Whee! Oh, that wasn't so bad. We only shattered one ankle. Hot dog. Alright, this game is a lot more interesting than it used to be. You can actually, like, find random stuff that looks like people live in this universe. Whereas before, it's like, look, here's a random monolith that does literally nothing. So, I guess we just walk to our destination now and we go find out what we need to repair our flying ship and get out of here. I don't know how much I'll play this game. Like, I enjoy it so far. Maybe there's some more interesting stuff to it. I'll put out the video, I'll leave it installed with all my save data, and if you guys want to see more, I'll be completely fine with playing some more. That'll just be how I do it. Now that I have the ability to randomly re-download games on a whim, and it doesn't take me 50 years, I'm more willing to do that. Before, it was like, well, I've had this game installed for a month. Interest seems to have waned in this game overall on YouTube. I think I'll just shelve it and come back to it another time. And then, like, people would discover it maybe a few months, a year or so later, and then I'd be like, well, darn. I'm not sure if I have the time to download this again and play it. You getting sassy with me, little man? Yeah, the animals just kind of exist still. Doesn't really seem like there's a proper ecosystem going on. And I don't mean like I need every animal to have like a realistic niche that they occupy and eat and hide from each other, but having a predatory animal around that eats things might be neat. I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask for an aggro animal that slowly eats different things in front of me. Let's see, I should probably keep an eye out for additional sodium, because that's literally the only thing that keeps me alive. One of the flying creatures must be what makes that really loud, obnoxious pterodactyl noise. The only thing I can think of. Oh, this guy. This guy right here. Get out of Dodge with you, buckaroo. I will take the free oxygen, though. I do need that. We'll take some free carbon crystals. Take some sodium. Yeah, I feel like they've definitely put some polish on this game. I'm enjoying this far more than I was in my first, like, tutorial playthrough of just, like, being thrown out the door. Go find some stuff to fix your space pew-pew. And, hope you don't die. and then getting really confused and having to like fart around with it for an hour. I feel like the introduction this way isn't a bad way to do it. Not that I'm necessarily against just being thrown to the... Ooh, free goo. I love free goo. How did you know, game? Yeah, I'm not a necessary... Oh, it's a little tiny cute one. I'm not entirely opposed to being thrown to the wolves. I played a lot of survival games that way. But this game's, like, UI and everything is definitely not what you would typically consider, like, a standard run-of-the-mill game UI where, like, you know, you just tap E to move to open stuff and click on this. There's press and hold and recharging things. Really, it's stuff that you end up needing... Oh, there's copper. Really, it's stuff that you end up needing to kind of get used to before you're really settled in and can play the game and just randomly go dick around. And even with the tutorial, I'm sure it's just going to take some getting used to the UI and playing the game again. It's the same with any game. There's always a slight learning curve. Although it gets more difficult when you become like a casual adult gamer and you end up like not remembering anything about a game and you come back to it, you're like, how does... what? Why are things screaming at me? I don't understand. Now I'm dead? What happened? Okay, so we're at like a space outpost. So clearly someone used to be here. So like, I don't know if we're like planetary explorers on like the frontier or what. What was that? Oh, there's some ships going by. Can't I just shoot at you guys to like get your attention to come pick me up and fix my shit? You'd think so, right? I'm not crazy. Some buried stuff over here, but I don't have anything to dig with. Okay. That looks like whoever lived here left in a hurry. Alright, accessing archive. You're just in luck, Larry. Only one of the logs isn't corrupted. I'll bet you dollars to donuts it's the one you need. Okay. So is it a hermetic seal? I bet it is. Yep, it's a hermetic seal. Hot diggity. Alright. So what is our next step? Do I go back to the ship and repair it? I need to install a visor. An analysis visor before I can figure out where my ship was. Don't we have maps in the future? Like, can I just get a mini-map or something? See, this is what I mean. Like, you gotta understand the logic behind this game. You don't just come with a mini-map. You gotta, like, find it and build it. And somehow stuff a memory card in it that knows how to program it. Okay, now I just analyze things by hitting F. Oh, so this is just like the old scanner that you started the game with before. Now I can literally find out all about these different species. Although I feel like being able to tell what minerals are should just be kind of a basic scan feature of my suit, right? So you just kind of map planets this way and discover everything on them. And if you scan enough stuff, you get points that you can spend, I'm not sure on what. And then you also get the ability to, like, document and discover the planet. Oh, and I got a random achievement. Achievements are super dramatic in this game, too. Like, you walked 5,000 miles. Here's your delicious bacon. You're just like, what? Like, in the middle of combat, you're just so confused. Like, why is the world getting all far away? Did I just get shot and unlock third-person mode unintentionally? So now I guess I just locate my space pew-pew and get out of here. Guess I can't scan the crystals. They're just a thing I already know about. And it's too strong. I need... Oh, wait, no. It's because my weapon's depleted. Okay. Can I zap it now? Is something tasing me again? Could you not, sir? I guess I need an advanced mining laser? How do I advance the mining laser? So I can do a bolt caster, which is a gun. But I don't have chromatic metal, and I don't think there's any on this planet. So I think we just go back to the ship. Ow! Could you not, sir? There. I'm just gonna call you the douche canoe plant. That's what you are now. Oh, I suppose people would probably use nasty potty words like douche canoe in their names, which is probably why they probably don't let you name things. It's all auto-generated, isn't it? Well, poo. I suppose at least it tells people who discovered it still. Boy, howdy, that was one heck of a bug. At least that was the claim, that it was a bug. So there was an issue before where you discover stuff, and if you got a little bit too far away from it, there was a chance that, like, it would completely forget who discovered it and wipe your record from the server. And I guess that wasn't intentional. At least that was the claim. So people discovered that all of their discoveries in this game were being completely erased. And people were getting hella spicy. To be fair, I'd probably get spicy about that too. That was a big component of the game's, like, pitch. Was that you could explore and you could discover things. Why is there space wheat? Oh, that's the tubers. Okay, I was like, there's an icon for space wheat. Which is actually a thing. There's also another icon like it directly above me. I'm just gonna collect all this sodium on our way back to the ship. Provided it's actually, like, in a place I can get to. Some of this stuff is, like... No, that's in an obnoxious spot. We're gonna ignore that. Yeah, I wonder what shot down that guy. 'Cause he's got, like, a whole ship that looks like it probably had a bunch of guns on it to defend itself, so... Whatever crunked him up probably isn't something to mess with yet. So yeah, the tutorial, the introduction here is a little bit longer than it was before. Before it was like, go gather some carbon, stuff it in the fuel cell, get out of here. Before it all explodes, and follow the red orb thing. And then you were basically just hopping planets, dicking around, finding jet fuel enough to get to the next planet, and that was the whole game. And then some guy figured out that, again, another supposed bug. When he got to the center of the galaxy, it just reset his game back to 0, and he lost all of his progress. And then it's like, oh yeah, life's about the journey, not the destination. Congratulations. And I can see where I may be a little bit skeptical about if that was intentional or not still. But probably not a big deal anymore. I think they fixed some of that. If for no other reason than someone caught him in the act. Okay, what do I need to do to build this hermetic seal? So. Oh, okay. It's done. Is that all we needed to do? Oh, now we need launch thrusters with pure ferrite. Okay. I'm not sure what that requires. Okay, let's see what that needs. So, grease the launch thruster with Dihydrogen jelly. Okay, well I've got jelly, certainly. And then it's probably going to tell me that I need... So I need pure ferrite. Oh, you gotta build like a thingy on the planet. That's right, you can build like colonies and stuff now. Okay. Let's build a little thingamajigger. Right? So I need to build like a little doodad. So I need 1 metal plating to craft that. So let's build that. And then I can access the build menu with Z to create this. Okay. So you put in ferrite here, and bacon comes out the other side. I need to create this with carbon. Cool. Let's begin. Alright, that's a little nifty. It's like a little space crafting table. Well, a forge, but yeah. You put in stuff over here, and bacon comes out over here. And if you want to thrill yourself for the last time, you can put your wiener in this and it'll burn off. It'll be great. Alright, yeah. So, can I pick you up? Oh, it just gives me back the crafting components. It has a handle on it. Can't I just, like, pack it up into a briefcase and put it in my suit? Like, literally everything else? Alright. Let me fix my suit with some more oxygen. Some more salt. Okay, so I can probably leave here, right? Alright. Let's hope this is pretty simplistic to do. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash. So there's a beacon over here somewhere, right? Oh, I can go fight people. I don't know that I want to pick a fight yet, but it's been about, what is it, looking over at my other screen? It's been almost an hour. We'll go a little bit over, just to make it a nice hour-ish. I don't really have a place to go right now. I guess it's just go to the stars. How much fuel do I have? I guess I got plenty of shield. I'm not sure what part's the fuel gauge. I am in the Euclid Galaxy, so the SCP people are around here somewhere. And, Panavano system, or however it's pronounced. Do I have to worry about crashing into shit? Probably. Knowing me. Why has everything gotta have an asteroid belt? Can't we just have, like, a chill out and relax belt that doesn't smash my face? Okay, I think we're out of it now. Or not. There's just more of it. Can I have less, please? Okay, this is less in this direction. So I can pulse engine with this. Okay. So that thoroughly tested all of my space systems. I'm getting a message from an unknown frequency. Let's hit X to answer. So incoming transmission. Please identify yourself. I'm static. Okay. Identify yourself. You are not alone. Follow the something. Okay, so it gave me some planetary coordinates. Alright, let's input the coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
So where is this thing? I guess it's over here. So let's go over here. I think what I'll do is I'll get onto the planet somewhere, I'll land, and then I'll probably save, and that'll be where I stop for right now. Okay, so it's a radioactive planet. It's got gamma root, copper, uranium, and magnetized ferrite. Oh, I guess the pulse drive will autopilot here, so I don't have to be a derp and hold down the button. That's nice. The planets look super pretty in the system, at least. So how close is it going to get me before it stops? I'm not really sure. I will arrive in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Okay. Re-entry Bernie things are doing their thing. Does this come complete with a, do I need a landing pad? I feel like I need, like, a certain type of landing zone. So approach the site and slow down with S, and then you can land with E. Alright, what can I land on? I guess we're gonna find out. Seems I found an okay plot of land. Alright, yeah, I just landed on some space cabbages, it's fine. They don't need their flesh anyway. Apparently I can't really scan them. What did I shoot then? Uncertain. Oh, so this is like a save station. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed for now.
Radiation protection falling.
Save and chart. Yes, please. I discovered the plains of Boudwalulu. Alright, can I save? I'd like to save. So I just saved just now, I think. Right? Alright, it's saved. I guess I can quit now. Oh, there's a little crabby boy. Hey, buddy. Alright, yeah, so I feel like for right now, this will probably be where I leave off. What the heck? If you guys want me to play more of this and check it out, I'd be more than happy to. This does feel like it's improved, and I'm enjoying this more than I was prior. So I would definitely be down for that. Just let me know. Otherwise, I may end up playing some other games that I've been given in the meantime. Get back into the whole indie gaming scene and sharing all that stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. I've been your host, Larry. This has been my return to the Chupacabra's lair, and hopefully continues to be a good time for everyone involved. So bye, everybody, and I hope you have a good one.